What's up, y'all? I'm Anatalia Villaranda, and this is In the Know Glow Up Garage, where I show you how to do simple DIY car upgrades for an epic glow up. And today, we're gonna be installing lights under your car. I'm so excited for this. This is gonna elevate your ride, pimp your ride a little bit, and just make your ride look a lot more cooler. It's super easy and simple, so let's get into it. The tools you'll need are alcohol wipes, adhesion promoter, 60-inch exterior adhesive LED strips applied to the sides of the car, 24-inch exterior adhesive LED strips applied to the back and the front of the car, a smart hub and their extension cables and adhesive pad, 12mm socket and a 3/4 ratcheting wrench. If additional security is needed, we can always use mounting brackets and screws, and last but not least, zip ties. Okay guys, let's get into this. Even if you don't have a car lift, you can do this at home. It's super doable. All you need is a car jack. The most important part is making sure that you place your LED strips in the correct placement. You gotta find the placement on the car where it is gonna stay dry, and that is where we're gonna start with alcohol prep and primer. Okay, so first I'm gonna put some gloves on just because the underneath of the car is a little dirty, and I just want to make sure we don't get any bad chemicals into our skin or our fingers or whatever the gunk is. But the first thing that we need to do is find the placement for the front LED strip, which is going to be right over here. And before we do any placing of the strip, we have to make sure the surface is clean. So we're going to start with alcohol prep. Then after that, do adhesive promoter, so we make sure it's dry, clean, and that 3M really sticks on. So now we're gonna grab our alcohol prep. It's a little tiny square, but it does the job. And we're just gonna clean the surface, especially where we're gonna put the LED strip. You don't want any oil or coolant or just gunk sit in there, because then the 3M tape won't hold. And we have to make sure that this alcohol dries before we put the adhesive promoter on, so that all of this will be clean and ready to go to put the LED strips on. Now we got the adhesive promoter. Take this out. It is a bigger cloth. And I did wipe this before, and you will see that there was still a little bit of gunk on it. So it's good that we're cleaning it again with the right materials. Look at all that gunk. Okay, so now that it's all dry, we have the LED strip right here. But before we place it anywhere, we want to make sure that we're placing it the correct way. In order for all the LED strips to work, the wiring has to be correct and not tampered with, especially when the car is on and running. So when we place it over here and we remove the adhesive cover, we have to make sure that this wire is going to be prepped to be connected to the next wire, to the next wire, to the LED strip, and so on and so forth. This particular wire is gonna be connected right over here, kind of sort of next to the fuel lines, and then we'll go ahead and zip tie them so they're gone and not in the way of anything. And also don't get ruined, because that will be bad. I just wanna make sure that it's even and centered in a good placement. And boom, the first strip is on. So now that we went ahead and finished the first LED strip, we are gonna put 2 on the sides and then the 1 in the back. 2 sets of hands are better than 1, so I'm gonna grab a friend. Now we're just gonna go ahead and prep the whole car for the LED strip. So I'm gonna take this alcohol wipe and then go move on to the adhesive promoter. This side is done. I'm gonna let it dry, and I'm gonna move on to the back and make sure that one's clean. The last part before we put on the LED strips, adhesive promoter. The alcohol prep is dry, so that's why we're doing this now, to make sure it's extra clean. A clean car is a happy car, so make sure you keep your car clean. Okay, now that it's all cleaned and primed, we can now place the LED strips and adhere them right onto the side skirts. Now that we laid all the LED strips all along the car, we now gotta connect the wire to each LED strip straight through the trunk to the power source, which in this case, in this car, the battery is in the trunk, so we gotta connect it right through here. Thank you guys so much for watching In the Know Glow Up Garage. In this episode, I showed you how to install glow-up lights under your car. I love this glow-up because it's really fun and simple and has such a cool end result. It might be a little bit intimidating, but you can totally do it. And the most important part is be safe and have fun. Bye, y'all.